In this video, I'm going to give you an example of how to find a journal in Salem's database, Salem College Library's database. If you look in resources, you know that I have some examples of academic journals listed for you. However, when you click on these links, you're not always going to see free articles. I want the journals to be there for you to see good options of journals that are either research or practitioner as the target. But you're probably going to have to then go back to Salem College Library website to see if you can find those same articles for free. So I want to do an example of that after getting a question from a classmate. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to walk through what I did to see if I could find an article for her. So she wants to use the journal Teaching Exceptional Children, which is a practitioner journal. And when she clicked on it, she was able to find some articles that she thought were interesting. So I'm going to click on an example. This was one of the articles that she thought would be good for this assignment, and she's right, it would be a great article for her practitioner journal review. So you see that it gives you a preview, but then it says click here for full access. But when you do that, you have to have an account, and the account, so I have an account, but it still won't let me do it because I don't have a subscription to the journal, or you have to pay for it, and I don't want you to have to do that. So I decided to see, could we find it in Salem's database, the library database. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, I couldn't find this one, and I'll tell you why. A lot of these journals now are putting articles online first before the journal publishes them in paper format. So if you look at where it says browse, you'll see the current issue, but then you'll see some articles that are called online first. And it's just like a preview before it officially gets published. So this one happens to be an online first article, which means that it's not published yet and it's not in our library website. But there are other articles from Teaching Exceptional Children, which are just as good, that are already published, and I'm going to show you how to find those. So you found the practitioner journal you want to use, but you want the free articles. You're going to go to Salem's website, and you can scroll down to where it says academics, and then scroll under academic resources, you'll find library. Now, I usually go straight to databases, and then I choose a database like ERIC, because ERIC has articles that are that pertain to education. But since I already know the journal I want to use, I want to go ahead and narrow it down to articles only from that journal. Whereas if I went to databases, it would give me articles from lots of different journals that pertain to whatever topic I'm searching. So I'm going to go ahead right here in this search bar and type in Teaching Exceptional Children, because I want to find this journal, this whole journal, and then hopefully all the articles that go in it. So I'm going to click search, and you'll see that there are several options that pop up, and I see Teaching Exceptional Children, the Council for Exceptional Children, so I know that's the organization that publishes this practitioner journal. I see Access Journal, so I think, okay, this is probably it. I'm going to access the journal and see. So it shows me Teaching Exceptional Children. It shows me it has the latest issue. It has all the way back to 1968, but only full text through 2017. And that's okay. Or no, through 1997, sorry. That's okay, because I would want articles that are more recent, that probably are more relevant to me. So if I scroll down, usually they'll be in something like this when you have a journal in a library database. And I can expand these and you see all these years. And if I expand 2018, it's going to show me all of the volumes that have been published so far this year. So I decided, because her article originally said March, this was before I realized it was online first, so I went to March, and when you click on March, and while it's thinking, you'll notice that academic journals are not published every month, usually not like a regular, like a fun magazine, because it's usually research and things like that, so it takes a longer time to get them published. So you see there are the articles associated with that volume. Now you'll notice that for some of these it says find a copy, and then for others it says full text PDF. So my suggestion to you is to search for the ones that already say full text PDF to save yourself some time. Now there is a chance if you hit the find a copy that the library could pull it up, or you could pull it up from a different library and do interlibrary loan. But just to make it faster, and since you have flexibility in your topic, you don't have to pick a certain thing, I would choose the ones that are full text PDF. You have it immediately, you can go ahead and read it. So this is a great example of a practitioner journal article. You'll see that it's talking about a strategy to promote engagement, and something that is probably enacted by teachers, current teachers, or it's professors who worked with teachers or worked in classrooms. It's applicable to what you're doing right now. It might have some research in it, and it'll definitely have, like you'll see right here, it'll have citations to support what they're doing, but it's geared more toward teachers to read. So then I just download the PDF and I have it. If that's not something that I want, I could search, but I want to make sure it's full text PDF. I could go back to that date range and I could choose another issue and click on it. Now it looked like above that our 2017s had all full text. So notice some of the 2018s weren't full text, but look at this. This is a 2017, which is just as recent, and these are all full text PDFs, which is, that makes it much easier for you. If you look for ones that are already there, you can just click on it and be ready to use it. So this is one example of one journal, but that's going to be true of most journals as long as the library has them. So that was finding a practitioner journal, seeing if you think you would want it, going back to Salem's website and looking for that particular journal, and then pulling up all the articles from that journal. You don't have to do it that way. You could go by database, click on database, and then maybe go to ERIC, and there are some other databases listed in that PowerPoint I have on resources that are good for education. But ERIC I know is definitely good, and you can search that way. If you search this way for an article, maybe you're just searching for a topic, I would go ahead and click full text so that it'll pull articles that are full text and that that you can actually open them up and read them, and it's not going to tell you it's not available. So let me know if you have any questions as you're starting to look through these different resources for an article.